SALT is involved in a number of key ministries in Malawi. Literature is at the heart of what we do, and our aim is always to keep the gospel front and centre. However, over the years, the literature work has spawned several other activities, some of which have grown in importance. We don't have time to develop all of these, but mention them now to give context to the rest of what you will hear this evening. You can find further information on our website. In 2013, we held our first Malawi Gospel Outreach MGO, roughly 2 weeks of intensive seed sower distribution and open-air evangelism. In 2018, various circumstances found MGO in the capital city Lilongwe for the first time. On previous MGOs, we had visited hospitals and participated in other children's outreach activities in the Zomba and Blantyre area, but as part of that trip, we made a visit to the Dzaleka refugee camp in Doha, home to around 45,000 refugees from around 10 African states. It's impossible to visit the camp without being moved by the great need there, and that initial visit has given rise to an ongoing interest in the work which goes on there. In partnership with Brother William, himself a refugee from DRC, for the past couple of years we have been helping care for orphan refugees in the camp, and more recently we have helped with the provision of a skills training project for foster mothers who care for them. Many women in the camp are reduced to prostitution in order to survive, and this project aims to give them some skills to deliver them from that trap. More significantly, during 2021, we introduced Bible time lessons in the Swahili language for around 1,000 refugee children in the camp. This has been very successful. Listen to what William has to say about the impact that Bible time lessons are having on the children there, and to one of the students who tells us how much he enjoyed the recent Christmas program for the Bible time students.
More than 1,000 children, they are doing BS now in different churches, different schools. Many children are really learning the Word of God successfully.
My name is Tambwe. I'm a student of BS here at Co. I'm 17 years, and this is my BES paper. Yeah. Here we talked about Mary and Gabriel. God so loved the world, and he gave his only begotten Son. Whosoever believe him shall not perish but have eternal life. So when you love, it means that you give a gift. The lessons that we are getting are the best one. We enjoy the Bible stories, the Word of God. That is the best one.
Some years ago, Brother Edward, a curio seller in Lilongwe, kindly offered us some much-needed storage space for our literature in the building he and a number of other volunteers use to run a feeding program for street kids and very vulnerable adults. Although Edward has never asked for anything in return, ever since we've been making regular contributions to cover some of the cost of the feeding program and supplying literature to Edward and his colleagues as they reach out to the lost in the city of Lilongwe. At Salt's base in Saidi, Tondwe, southern region, Brother Goodson runs various adult and children's Bible studies. He and Anna Valens have recently started a regular program for child-headed households in the area. Each month, these desperately needy families receive a little help with some basic necessities and also have an opportunity to listen to a presentation of the gospel. Meanwhile, Anna and Brother Harold carry on a regular school visitation ministry during term time. Each child receives a gift of an exercise book with a gospel message on the cover and hears a brief presentation of the gospel.